What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are going to now check Act 2 of Julius Caesar in your packet, so make sure you are ready. We are on Act 2. Here we go. So first one, again, you should have this filled out, your roles already. We don't need to worry about that. Next, let's take a look at your vocab words. Remember, again, those are synonyms, not definitions. So we looked at words that were like that word or could replace that word. So first we had liken. I have the word relate there. Next, we have humility. I said shyness for that. You could also say humbleness. Okay, for faction, I said gang. It means like a group of people. All right. A plotter, I said it was a participant, and we're thinking specifically about the conspiracy there. Brooding means to fret, kind of worry about. And then feeble is fragile. All right, so guys, make sure you have something similar to that written down in your vocab box, or use a thesaurus to help you look up some of your own. Sweet, now let's talk about what happens in Act 2. It gets really juicy. All right, so Act 2, Scene 1, we start at Brutus's home late at night once again, all right? So here, Brutus compares Caesar to a serpent's egg, implying that he will get more dangerous. That's a really important quote in the play. Brutus is now showing he has changed his feelings completely about Caesar, right? He no longer thinks that he is a good friend of his. He's more concerned about Rome. And if you think about an egg, as it's about to hatch, it can become more dangerous if it's something like a snake. Cool. All right, the conspirators visit Brutus and they decide to kill Caesar and spare Mark Antony. Big decision there, okay? Here we'll talk in class a little bit more, but when they're sparing Mark Antony, they're showing that Caesar, they're serious, right? They just want to kill Caesar. They're not trying to show off. They're not trying to bring other people into the fold here. It is just Caesar they are after. They think that's going to make a really strong statement and also maybe show their innocence a little bit to the people of Rome as well, okay? They're going to kill Caesar at the Capitol. We know what day. That's coming up from Act 1, right? And then Portia, Brutus's wife, suspects something is up. She is really upset with Brutus. What is going on? Why are you not home anymore? What's happening? And she is kind of a strong female character in that regard. We don't see a lot of her, but she knows something is going on. She knows exactly what's about to happen, and she's upset. Okay? So that is Act 2, Scene 1. Excuse me. I'm going to get those numbers mixed up a lot. Watch out. Now we're on Act 2, Scene 2. We're in Caesar's home now, all right? So this one, it starts crazy. Calphurnia, another strong female in a play that we just don't see enough of, Caesar's wife, so Calphurnia, has terrible dreams that Caesar gets murdered. So she's talking about all these terrible things that she sees and statues that are bleeding, and Caesar, please don't leave the house today. But what do we know about Caesar? He's a prideful man, right? So here, Decius tries to trick Caesar by telling him to disregard the dream. So Caesar's like, nah, I'm not, whatever. That's fine, Calphurnia, whatever. Someone also talks about some priest performing a sacrifice, and the result of that sacrifice is saying, Caesar, don't go, don't go. But does Caesar listen? No, he does not. Okay, so we're going to see what happens. Act 2, Scene 3, Streets of Rome. Archimedes reads the letter that warns Caesar about the conspiracy. So this is a really, really quick part, right? It just took us like 1 minute to read out loud. But this is an important part because in that letter, it literally is like warning Caesar about what's to happen. And his plan is to stand there and give it to Caesar. We'll see how well that goes for him. Okay? All right. And then Act 2, Scene 4, we're at Brutus's home. Here, Portia, it's a really kind of quick scene, sends Lucius, excuse me, I can't say his name very well, and we know that is the servant to Brutus, to go spy on Brutus. So here, Portia basically knows, like I said, she knows what's going on at this point, or is just about to discover it, and she's like, I'm not okay with this, something's up. So she sends him to go spy. Okay, so guys, pause that as you need, scroll back, see what you need to find on this video to fill out that packet. We're going to move to theme now, okay? So here we had 2 different boxes for theme, and you guys can choose whichever themes that make sense to you, but let me show my thinking. So again, we have our what I see, what I think, what that is chart, all right? So I started backwards, and I said the first theme is warning. We have a lot of omens here, a lot of warnings. So I picked a quote that explains that. It says, quote, when beggars die, there are no comets in the sky. The heavens only announce the death of princes. And here I said this shows warning because Calphurnia knows danger is headed for Caesar. And that I would explain a little bit deeper if this was my essay or my paragraph, but here that gives me enough to say, here's what warning looks like. And look, I use my page number. I cannot use color again on these boxes. It just doesn't let me on Google Classroom. But I would say that red is a color of warning for sure, right? Or like maybe a dark orange. We're getting to something scary or bad coming, okay? Next one. I worked backwards once again, so I said deception was the theme, okay? And my quote is, "This will make our actions seem practical and not vengeful." This was a really important part to me when I was reading, okay? I have my page number. Don't forget your page numbers. Here I said, here, Brutus, longtime friend of Caesar, says that they will brutally murder Caesar and trick the people of Rome to think it was out of necessity, not hate. The ultimate act of deception. So here we have the key player, the friend of Caesar, saying like, oh, we did this for the good of the people. Really, there's ulterior motives here that we'll learn a little bit more about in Act 3, but he's deceiving Caesar at this point. For me, deception's like a dark blue. Okay, so guys, check your packet, make sure you have everything you need, and again, pause this video, go back, we'll see what happens in Act 3.